My name's Kyra Batara. I train out of Carlson Gracie Training Center and also 10th Planet with Eddie Bravo. I train with Gil Martinez, Elite Boxing, and Dale with Diesel Muay Thai. I started with Jiu-Jitsu in 2008. I was really young. I was in 8th grade, 13 years old. I've always been a huge daddy's girl, so when he told me he wanted me to try training in 2008, I wasn't really into it. I was a cheerleader. It was not the cool thing to do. There's no girls training at the time. I was the only girl on the mat. And so I trained with my dad every single day. Every time we'd go there, no one would be my partner, just my dad. So I thought it was really cool that I could just hang out with him and learn new techniques and get understand what jiu-jitsu is all about. He registered me for a tournament 2 months later, and I fell in love with it. My first competition, I went against 2 high school boys, beat them up a little bit, and I knew I wanted to be a fighter after that. I grew up in Washington since I was in 1st grade. After I graduated high school, that's when I started my MMA career. I had 3 fights already. I was 2-1 as an amateur, and my dad was talking about moving to California or Vegas. And I was homeschooled all through high school except for my freshman year. So I knew since I was 14 that fighting was what I wanted to do. And so moving to California to better my career and grow as a fighter, it was something that I knew that was going to be all for the positive. My best friends are my brother and my sister. I'm really close with my family. So as long as I had my family supporting me, I knew that Vegas was going to be a good move. I was told as my first fight that Tough Enough was the promotion to go to if you wanted to make a name for yourself as an amateur, that you had to fight for Tough Enough. And so I fought with FCFF, Chael Sonnen's card in Portland. I fought Kung Lee's card in Fremont. And then I was like, okay, I'm ready for the big show, Tough Enough. I went there. It was a really run good organization. There's a huge crowd. I moved to Vegas. There's billboards everywhere with Tough Enough signs. So I was really excited being able to fight for them. Getting the 110 belt was a lot of fun, and then 2 months later they asked me if I wanted another title shot. We didn't have any luck finding a 110 girl, but we did go down to 105. My opponent pulled out 2 weeks before the fight, and I found a replacement luckily. But after I got both belts, it was too hard finding any other fights, and it's still hard as a pro fighter. So being able to end my career with 2 belts, I felt really fortunate being able to fight with Tough Enough for that. As an amateur, I had a huge target on my back. I won Worlds, I won the Abu Dhabi Trials, I had the 110, 105 belt, so everyone wanted to beat me. Right now I'm 1-1, I'm back to the bottom, so I definitely have to build my way back up. I'm gonna do Worlds next weekend, so I plan on making a statement with that. All through high school, I had a very selective group of friends. I was the one that went out to all the football games. I didn't go to all the high school dances. I was always more just about, I was a Girl Scout all growing up. I was in the real tight group. I was homeschooled sophomore, junior, senior year. I was always just real close with the little kids, with my brother, with my wrestling team. And so as a coach, I coach at UFC Gym Anthem, at Green Valley. I help with the kids here. I help with the kids at Elite Boxing. And so with my fan base, I really try to reach out to the kids mostly. Being that I started when I was 13, I knew what it was like being a kid, like just knowing this is my dream, but not a lot of people are supporting me, not a lot of people believe in me. So I want to be the one to talk to everyone and be the role model for them and have them look up and say, look, I started when I was 13. If you want to be a fighter, if you believe in that, then you can really achieve your goals. I was homeschooled because I was bullied my freshman year, and so to be able to give back, I know how it is in high school to get bullied. My little brother, he was bullied a lot his kindergarten year, and so he was homeschooled for a few years. And so being able to give back, I feel like I can connect with people through a different way instead of just being the fighter that they see on TV or the fighter they see on Instagram. Like, I want to be able to go to these events and connect to them more on an emotional level and be one-on-one with them, help them out, tell them my story, tell them what it's all about. And I want to take the toughest girl. I'm not being picky with my fights. I don't want to go against the girls that have had 1, 2 fights. I'll go against the top 10 right now. If they can give me a good shot with one of the top 5 girls with Invicta, I'll take it in a second. One of the 10th Planet coaches, I was driving with him to practice one day, and he looks at me and goes, okay, it's either Gremlin or Gizmo or Mogwai. And I was like, well, my grandma's dog's name is Gizmo, so I'll take for Mogwai. And he says, because I'm cute and little, and as soon as I get that bright light on me, that I turn into a little gremlin in the cage. My name's Kyra Batara, and I'm the future of MMA.